Let's drop sail and go slow as shit as I tell you a story. Wait a minute, I gotta do my intro. Intro time!
It's showtime.
I had to do the animations, and now I go, hi everybody!
Is it in?
Is it in yet? It's your boy, Unreal Scopes, with your other boy, Preheated Hat. There's a ghost ship over there. No, that's all the way, that's that way, that's my compass isn't loading. Ah! Oh, okay, alright, let's just get into it. Austin, you're steering.
What? I'm eating.
Motherfucker.
I thought you were steering.
Alright, I got this. Just don't let me hit anything while I read. Alright. So, because this update just came out yesterday, I was gonna, well, before that, there's another ghost ship over there, motherfuckers. I was gonna talk about aliens slash Area 51 slash Men in Black slash there's so much to do with aliens I didn't know what to talk about. And this was an easy scapegoat, I'll be honest. So we're talking all things pirate today. There's just so much I wanted to do with the aliens that, like, I want to take more time to do the correct research and everything.
Yeah.
Like, Area 51 deserves its own episode. Men in Black deserves its own episode. Alien abductions.
Yeah.
Alien animal mutilation. All that shit. Like, there's just so much. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about a couple things. I got the Kraken. I got Davy Jones. I got Blackbeard. I got the Flying Dutchman. And Ching Shi, which was one of the most famous, like one of the most successful pirates out there. And I will admit, when I started my research, the only information I had on pirates was this game and Pirates of the Caribbean. Which obviously, oh, there's barrels right there. Barrels. Oh, fuck, too late now. Keep going. There's a ship in front of us. Yeah, so apparently Pirates of the Caribbean is not factually correct. I didn't know. I was very confused. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about, I think, is going to be Davy Jones. What do you know about Davy Jones? Oh wait, you're eating. I'm asking
me, or are you asking
There's
the crowd?
one person watching, so you. The crowd is Travis.
Okay. Just that he was like a crazy, evil, famous pirate lord.
Nope. Wasn't a real person. Wasn't even a thing. Davy Jones, like, yeah. So literally,
like Betty Crocker.
or Orville Redenbacher. Although I'm pretty sure he was an actual person. No. So,
no, Betty Crocker definitely wasn't.
So it turns out, like, literally, Davy Jones' locker is just the expression. Davy Jones was never an actual pirate or a myth or anything like that. Yeah, Davy Jones' locker is an idiom for the bottom of the sea, the state of death among drowned sailors and shipwrecks. It is used as a euphemism for drowning or shipwrecks in which the sailors and ship's remains are consigned to the bottom of the sea. The earliest known references of a negative connotation of Davy Jones occurs in the 4 years' voyages of Captain George Roberts by the author Daniel Defoe, published in 1726 in London. Jessica said she's watching and she takes her breaks to watch us. Hello, Jessica.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, so like literally it says some of Lou's company said they would look out sometime some things and give me along with me when I was going away. But Ruffle told them they should not, for he would toss them all into Davy Jones' locker if they did. So literally...
Kind of pisses me off how many...
I know! Because I was like, oh, Davy Jones is this badass pirate that was ruthless as shit, and I googled it, and then that's all I got.
I don't even care if it's a shitty pirate, like... Bring it from somewhere, don't make up a goddamn name and just decide to go with it, like... Oh, we could start something right now.
Yeah, but like...
Melody's Cabinet.
Okay, alright. Well, wait, it's kind of like...
We're gonna lock you in Melody's Cabinet.
Kind of like Pandora's box, I guess. Hey, do you want to stop to that fort on the left there?
Yeah, I was just looking around. I don't see him anymore, but that galleon was like an actual person, so I was kind of sketched out. But they're gone.
Alright, well, let's just keep going. Fuck it. We only got 3 missions. We don't need a lot of shit. Alright. So literally, that's all...
Those bombs
That's all I got
though.
for Davy Jones. Because that's all there really is to it.
Because there's nothing about Davy Jones, because it's fake. Bullshit.
And then I got the Kraken on the list.
That's what the Illuminati wants you to think. Davy Jones is real. Quit biting my toe, motherfucker.
What cat? Was it a cat or a dog?
Wow. Wow.
Alright, so the Kraken first appeared in Nordic folklore, where it was said to haunt the seas from Greenland all the way to Iceland, and I decided to Google how far that was, and by air it's 756 miles. I don't know what that is by sea. It would not give me that answer.
Well, it'd be the same distance, right?
I guess, I don't know. Well, I mean, no, because air travel's faster than...
Yep.
That's just because you're going faster, though. Yeah, it's the same distance, yep.
Yes.
I'm just being fucking retarded.
I'm gonna kick you in the fucking teeth.
Austin, no animal abuse on my stream, please.
It's not abuse.
It's a promise.
But his teeth are already on my toe. Count.
Alright. So, the Kraken is said to attack ships by wrapping its huge tentacles around the vessel and dragging it down. Legends state that the Kraken would devour an entire ship's crew at once. Some legends state that huge schools of fish would cascade down the back of the creature as it rose from the ocean, and brave fishermen would row out, like would go towards the Kraken to catch like a plentiful bounty.
Quit.
There's a
Ow! Motherfucker! I'm not doing anything to you.
Jesus, I already found 3 gunpowder kits.
Cat's being a dick. Oh, he went under the blanket.
Oh, make that 4 gunpowder barrels.
Yeah, there's 2 right here.
Those are
Did
the
you
ones I
count
put
those? Oh, there's 3. Okay.
Alright, so... Since the late 18th century, the Kraken has been depicted in a number of ways, primarily as a large octopus-like creature. Before that, though, it was actually described as like a large crab-like creature, almost. Oh, I fell.
Okay.
The Kraken is also depicted to have spikes on its suckers. In its earliest descriptions, however, the creature was more crab-like than octopus-like, and generally possessed traits that are associated with large whales rather than a giant squid. Some traits of Kraken resemble undersea volcanic activity occurring in the Iceland region, including bubbles of water, sudden dangerous currents, and the appearance of new islands. In 1830, Alfred Tennyson published the irregular sonnet, The Kraken, which described the massive creature that dwells at the bottom of the sea, and that's one of the earliest descriptions of it. And I have it pulled up, and I will read it here in 1 second after I get this gunpowder barrel.
Dude, this is also driving me nuts that you can't escape a barrel as quickly as you could
What do you
before.
mean?
When you go to put stuff in your boat inventory,
Oh, yeah.
like I go open like a food
Yeah.
barrel or something. Yeah, like there's a lag in exiting out too. Drive me nuts.
Oh my god, I gotta find that now. Hold on. Pirate joke.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I've heard it, I just can't remember it. A pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel on his pants, a peg leg, and a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender says, "Hey, you've got a steering wheel on your pants." The pirate says, "Arr, I know, it's driving me nuts."
What the fuck? That's so dumb.
Every time I hear someone say it's driving me nuts, I hear the "Arr, it's driving me nuts," but I can never remember the beginning of the fucking joke. I can only remember the punchline. That's why I'm like, hey, it's the pirate day. I'm fucking Googling the joke.
Okay, I think we should head back to the boat now.
There's a gunpowder
Take what we
barrel.
There's a lot. I don't spend too much time.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, so let me get back to what I was... Alright, yeah, okay. God damn it. See, this is why I record everything. I get so fucking distracted. Under the Scopes Live. He has ADD. Alright, so this is the sonnet written by Alfred Tennyson, published in 1830. Am I climbing up the ladder? What's happening? That's the first line of the sonnet. Okay, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Alright, below the thunders of the upper deep, far, far beneath the abysmal sea, his ancient, dreamless, uninvaded sleep, the kraken sleepeth, faintest sunlights flee. About his shadowy sides above him swell huge sponges of millennial growth and height, and far away into the sickly light. From many a wondrous groat and secret cell, unnumbered and enormous polypi, winnowed with giant arms the slumbering green, there hath he lain for ages and will lie, battening upon huge sea worms in his sleep, until the latter fire shall heat the deep. Then once by man and angels to be seen, and roaring he shall rise, and on the surface die. Now, my God,
Damn.
Shakespeare and all those fuckers just made it more difficult to talk. Fucking hell.
So that kind of essentially sounds to me like, were they talking about Davy Jones? Kinda?
No, I was about the...
Or just like some...
Yeah,
like
that
the
was it's
Kraken?
literally titled The Kraken.
Okay, well, in Pirates of the Caribbean, they mix Davy Jones with the Kraken, and he resembles the Kraken with his tentacle face and shit. And he is not allowed to step on land.
So you're thinking
like-
maybe like the creators of Pirates of the Caribbean straight up read this poem.
That sonnet's kind of mixed with it. That, or I'm saying there's a little bit of truth behind Davy Jones and the Kraken.
But Davy Jones wasn't real. So that would literally just be lore made
Neither was the Kraken.
made by yeah, but the Kraken was based on like just big squid in the ocean that people exaggerated.
Yeah, that's true.
But like I could totally see like some writers reading that sonnet and then like creating the characters.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
I was
might
really
go
upset
east.
that Davy Jones wasn't real because I loved that whole story. I was like,
Yeah.
so like, yeah, like literally when I found out Davy Jones wasn't real, I'm like, well, who's the captain of the Flying Dutchman? And let me get into that now.
Oh wait, what? So the Flying Dutchman has some truth to it, but Davy
Sort
Jones
of.
doesn't. What the fuck? Wait,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
up
on the
top.
boat?
I'm in the crow's nest. I'm right behind Tori.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, no, I'm not. Why?
Oh, because I'm at the crow's nest now. And the boat's moving.
Alright, we gotta go east. We're going southeast.
Well. Let me go check.
Alright. So.
Nah, that works.
Okay.
For a while. We're gonna hit an island.
Alright, I got it. Okay. Flying Dutchman is a legendary ghost ship that can never make port and is doomed to sail the oceans forever. So that is very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque. The myth is likely to have originated from a 17th century golden age of the Dutch East India Company, the VOC. The oldest extant version has been dated to the late 18th century. Sightings in the 19th and 20th centuries reported the ship to be glowing with ghostly light. If hailed by another ship, the crew of the Flying Dutchman will try to send messages to land or to people long dead. In ocean lore, the sight of this phantom ship is like just pretty much if you see the ship, you're gonna die. Like, yeah, so like sailors on, like, that's a huge superstition. Like, you don't want to see the Flying Dutchman because it means like certain doom. The first print reference of the ship appears in travels in various parts of Europe, Asia, and Africa during a series of 30 years and upward by John MacDonald. My God, these titles for things back then. That is the name of a book. The name of the book.
Oh my God.
Travels in various parts of Europe, Asia, and Africa during a series of 30 years and upward. That is the title of the book.
It's a little ridiculous. And we're ridiculous about naming things.
Alright. So, this is where the print, this is what it says. The weather was so stormy that the sailors said they saw the Flying Dutchman. The common story is that this Dutchman came to the Cape in distress of weather and wanted to get into harbor, but could not get a pilot to conduct her and was lost, and that ever since in very bad weather her vision appears. So that is where the lore of the Flying Dutchman comes up, is only partially from that. There have been many reported or alleged sightings in the 19th and 20th centuries. A well-known sighting was by Prince George of Wales, the future King George V. He was on a 3-year voyage during his late adolescence in 1880 with his elder brother, Prince Albert Victor of Wales, and their tutor, John Neil Dalton. They temporarily shipped into ancient... Wait, what? Sorry, my writing's a little fucked. Okay, so they damaged the rudder. And okay, so they temporarily shipped the ship called HMS after they damaged the rudder, after their rudder was being repaired on their other ship. The prince's log stated indeterminate as to which prince due to the later editing, but the records state the following: at the pre-dawn hours of July 11th, which is my birthday, so that's cool. But it was in 1881. Okay. But his log says, July 11th at 4 a.m., the Flying Dutchman crossed our bows, a strange red light as a phantom ship all aglow, in the midst of which light and the masts, spars, and sails of a brig 200 yards distant stood out in strong relief as she came up on the port bow, where also the officer of the watch from the bridge clearly saw her, as did the quarter-deck midshipman, who was sent forward at once to the forecastle, but on arriving there was no vestige nor any sign whatever of any material ship was to be seen either near or right away at the horizon. The night being clear and the sea calm, 13 persons altogether saw her. At 10:45 a.m. the ordinary seaman who had this morning reported the Flying Dutchman fell from the foretopmast cross trees onto the top gallant forecastle and was smashed to atoms. Okay, so the guy fell and died. The majority of reports have further claimed... I know, that's a really hard way to say someone fell from the crow's nest and died. The majority of reports have further claimed that the ship looked most unusual. It was always glowing in a sort of ghostly light. In nautical lore, the sight of this phantom ship was regarded as nothing but the worst omen of all, and all belief persisted for quite a long time. Had a vessel crew member seen the Dutchman, they most certainly feared that one way or another misfortune will soon come after them. Many have tried to find a logical explanation behind the entire story of the Flying Dutchman and why this vessel was ever doomed. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. The end of the story was after saying that the guy fell and died.
Oh, and you go southeast.
Southeast? The end of the guy's writing was once the guy died.
Okay.
The majority of reports, blah, 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 blah. They most certainly feared that one way or another misfortune will come after them. Many have tried to find a logical explanation behind the origins of the story. Some have explained that the crew on the vessel was cursed because of severe criminal actions conducted aboard her, including murder and piracy. People have also wondered who could be the captain of such ship. Hence the famous movie quote from Pirates of the Caribbean. Where'd I go? Hence the famous movie quote, "The Dutchman must have a captain."
Oh.
So the one theory is that this captain's name was actually Bernard Folk, who sailed the seas for the Dutch East India Company. He was well noted for his incredible speed by which he completed his journeys from the Dutch harbors to Java, Indonesia, in one instance in 1678. He reportedly traveled this distance in not more than 3 months and 10 days to deliver a stockpile of letters to the Dutch governor. Such fast trips led some people to suspect that the captain was helped by the devil himself. So apparently 3 months.
Wait,
3 months and 10 days is very fast.
How long did it take? 3 months and 10 days, and he was hauling lettuce, right?
No, letters. A stockpile of letters.
Okay, I was like, I can't get lettuce the last 2 fucking days in my house.
You were upset.
I was really upset. He doesn't have a refrigerator.
Oh no. Alright, let's see what my Snapple cap says. I can't read. A bolt of lightning can reach temperatures hotter than 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 times hotter than the sun.
That doesn't make sense.
It's on a Snapple cap. It must be true.
We live in a place where there's regular storms that are hotter than the sun, that have super destructive power.
And people can get hit by lightning
swim.
bolts and live.
Yeah, what's up with that shit? Why did everything just go crazy?
Kraken? Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Yep, there's a fucking crack.
Alright! I just talked about you. I respected you, Kraken! You respect me and don't kill me.
No, what? What's going on?
That is Kraken. Give it a second.
Why are we getting hurt and the water's red?
Oh wait, we're at the edge of the sea, bro. It's not Kraken.
Yeah,
wait,
we're
no, we're
not
not.
that close to the edge of the sea.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? Just south, I guess. Oh nope, it's going normal now.
That was the Kraken.
Stupid.
I'm almost positive that was the Kraken. Unless our game was just lagging out.
No.
How close were we to the water? To the edge. We're not even close to the. Oh yeah, we were.
Did you look at?
Barely. What?
No. No, not close enough.
No. I got super excited. I was like, yeah, Kraken time.
Yeah, I have a toys holding a barrel right now. I was gonna jump off and kamikaze him.
That's really dumb. I'm really upset right now. I was like, I see islands. We're not that far away.
A kamikaze?
Alright.
Yeah, no.
So I got 2 more quick little stories. One is about the legendary, infamous Blackbeard, who wasn't as cool as I thought he was. Thanks, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, by the way, it's the island right in front of us.
Which one?
Straight ahead. Touch to the right.
Alright. Wait, touch to the right? Okay, I see what you're saying. Alright.
Ooh.
Alright. So Blackbeard, his real name was Edward Teach. What are we stopping for? Where they at? Okay, well I gotta empty my inventory because I got all excited for the Kraken.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, so Blackbeard's real name was Edward Teach. He was born in the 1680s and died in 1718. So dude was like literally not even 40 when he died.
Oh God.
He was a legendary pirate who worked the Caribbean, the coast of Mexico, and eastern North America. Now, while he did like end up taking like stealing treasure and all that shit, a lot of the stuff he stole, like he consistently took barrels of sugar and cocoa.
Oh.
He had a sweet tooth.
He's a baking
tooth like that's
super high.
right. Fucking really do.
We're leaving. There's 3 empty rooms.
Blackbeard captured, okay, so yeah. Like, a lot, like, he was just a normal pirate.
And
in 1717, on November 28th, he stole a vessel called La Concorde, that had slaves on it. He ended up selling the slaves and made it into his flagship.
Oh my God.
He he had
free.
to sell him. He had to make some money. Is that the area to our right there? Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It was a 200-ton vessel, and he made it into his flagship. He added added more cannons than what was on there, giving it a total of 40 cannons. And he renamed the ship the Queen Anne's Revenge.
Ooh.
Now,
so Ed was driving the Queen's Revenge.
yes.
That's super maniacal.
His name's Blackbeard, man, because he had a black beard. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
We're gonna hit this thing.
Not yet, we're good.
What?
We're good. Woohoo!
Oh my God. You're so fucking lucky.
Alright, go ahead.
Dropping. Boat. That was ridiculous.
What island is this? Never mind. Fletcher's Rest. Alright.
The one that's about to blow up.
I'm gonna stand
Northeast. Oh, we're on the northeast side. 3 skulls.
Alright, so while you read that, or while you do that, I'm gonna sit on this rowboat, and I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna tell a story.
Okay.
Now, the reason he named it the Queen Anne's Revenge... What was...
I died.
Oh. Okay, I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Not sure, to be
It
honest.
blew up. I got lots of skulls right here, it's more than 3. Oh, never mind. Why is Tori underwater?
Because I'm trying to play with her instead of me. 'Cause I'm dead.
How you doing, David? Alright. Blackbeard. Alright, he named the ship the Queen Anne's Revenge. And he may have named her that because the War of the Spanish Succession, known in America as Queen Anne's War, and which Blackbeard had served in the Royal Navy, or possibly from sympathy for Queen Anne, the last Stuart monarch. Blackbeard sailed the ship from the west coast of Africa to the Caribbean, attacking British, Dutch, and Portuguese merchant ships along the way. So, from 1717 to 1718, he was just kind of out doing his thing. Like, he literally, honestly, didn't even have this ship for a full year. So what he did The governor of North Carolina offered him a pardon, like if he gave up piracy, like, and just did all this other shit. So what he did is he intentionally ran the Queen Anne's Revenge into a sandbar and destroyed the ship. Went with 20 men to see the governor, Charles Eden, and accept the pardon. After a little while, he decided to go back to piracy, and him and Eden actually kind of worked together. So, like, he would give Eden some of the loot that he got in exchange for, you know, just immunity from, like, getting hung or whatever the fuck they did. Yeah.
Oh.
So, the governor back then was shady as fuck as well. So, well, when he went back to sea, obviously, he did what he could to intimidate others on the sea. His flag featured a skeleton stabbing a red heart with a spear. And before battle, he actually had fuses, like, in his beard. And he would light the fuses so, like, his beard was smoking. Like, giving off... Yeah, so it would, like, give off, like, a demonic look. Yeah, so he would do that before battle. So I wrote, less than a year after capturing the Queen Anne, accepting a pardon, and returning to the life of piracy, Blackbeard would be killed for a bounty on his head. So what would happen is two small ships, the Ranger and the Jane, were scouting along the coast in search of Blackbeard. On November 21st, 1718, they sighted him off of the... Okay, I'm gonna butcher the fucking name of this island. Ocracoke. It's O-C-R-A-Coke. Ocracoke Island. But decided to delay the attack until the following day. Meanwhile, Blackbeard and his men were drinking all night. November 22nd, the Jane and the Ranger made their approach to Blackbeard's ship, the Adventure. That was the ship he had at that time, it was called the Adventure. As they grew closer, though, they both hit a sandbar, and Blackbeard noticed them. There was a verbal exchange between Blackbeard and the captain of the other ship.
Oh,
is this
fuck.
erupting?
I'm almost back to you.
And Blackbeard was quoted saying, "Damnation seize my soul if I give you quarters or take any from you." So pretty much like, kill me if I kill any of you, or you... Whatever, I don't know. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, get us out of here.
Yeah. Fuck. Alright. So, the Jane and the Ranger began their approach. Once they got in range, the pirates fired upon the Ranger, killing several sailors and stalling the ship. The Jane continued to make their approach, and the Jane actually had quite a bit of sailors, like, underneath the ship. So, oh fuck, I fell. Like, okay. So they thought they didn't have, they kind of had like a skeleton crew is what Blackbeard thought. So, once they shot at the Adventure and they hit the rope attached to the sails, making it impossible for the Adventure to move. Yeah. Oh. So, the Jane pulled up to the Adventure, and Blackbeard thought they had the advantage, so they boarded the ship. And once they did, everybody from down below came up. So the fight ensued. Yeah. So the fight ensued for a while, and Blackbeard was described as having 20 stab wounds, or cut 20 times, and shot at least 5, and shot
Holy
5
shit.
times. He was just about to kill the captain of the Jane when one sailor came up, sliced his throat, and a second decapitated him. Yeah.
Jesus.
So it said after they decapitated, like this is legend. After they decapitated him, they threw his body overboard, and it said that his body swam around the ship for 7 times before finally sinking.
What the fuck?
So after the Blackbeard's men continued to fight for a while, but with their captain dead and their numbers dwindling, they finally surrendered. 13 of his men were eventually hung, and his head was hung from a pole on the Hampton River. The place is now known as Blackbeard's Point, and it's said that you can see him like wandering the area.
Damn.
Yeah. So like when when I was reading and I found out that he got cut or stabbed 20 times and shot 5 times, I was like, damn, this dude. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like they said that he was a demon in combat, so I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe he was like the first person to find like the drugs.
Just all methed out.
He was on PC.
That's why I needed all the
What is PC?
I don't know, I don't do drugs.
I know, but like, you're smart.
Alright, sometimes I just appear to be smart.
That sounds wrong.
PC.
Oh.
Isn't it PCP?
PCP, yeah. Yeah, I'm such a druggie, you can tell. For a second I was gonna say PVC, and I was like, that's plastic.
Phencyclidine is a mind-altering drug that may lead to hallucinations. It is considered a dissociative drug leading to distortion of sights, colors, sounds, self, and one's environment. So not PCP.
Okay, so that sounds really fun.
Yeah, drugs!
No, dude, I totally, like, I don't know how many times I've heard, like, I guess it's movies, but it's generally true about drugs, what they talk about. They're, like, talk about people being on PCP and they're super strong and can't feel pain.
Yeah.
Yes, they also talk about them seeing stuff. Yeah, they say that you can't feel pain with it.
Right. Alright, so the last story I got is probably one of the most successful pirates ever, if not the most successful pirate ever. And her name was Qing Shi. She was born into poverty in the Chinese city of Canton in 1785, and she eventually had to become a prostitute to survive. Eventually, she married an infamous pirate by the name of Zheng Yi, the leader of the Red Flag Fleet. After Zheng Yi died, is it Zheng Yi or Zheng Yi? I wrote it twice. Alright, it's either Yi or Z, I'm sorry. He died in a tsunami in 1807. Qing Shi took over the throne. With her in charge of the Red Flag Fleet, they took control over every major Chinese pirate organization. At its peak, she had 1,800 ships and 80,000 pirates.
Jesus Christ. Fucking
yeah, no shit,
right
dude. Okay, so this is kind of cool because, you know, she was a prostitute turned pirate, and her husband treated her very well. So what she was strict about anyone that broke her rules of piracy, and she would have their head chopped off with an axe and their body dumped into the oceans, no questions asked. She also made her crew members never mistreat a woman, and female prisoners were ordered to be set free unharmed unless a pirate wished to marry one. If the prisoner agreed, she was to be treated with respect as that pirate's wife. Once she became too powerful, though, the Chinese government decided they needed to put a stop to her. So an imperial An imperial fleet was assembled to take down the organization. The Dutch and British and Chinese warships combined forces. Qing Shi sailed out to meet them.
Oh my God.
She sailed out to meet them head on and easily defeated them. Took over 60 of their over 60 of their ships and a good number of the surviving soldiers. Yeah, we gotta turn it.
Oh God, I'll go look at the map.
We just gotta go south, we're fine.
Why does this keep
I knew it was gonna happen.
Oh, we gotta go west.
I know. I noticed that rock, and I was like, oh, I gotta turn the ship. We're fine. It's fine.
We're almost there, though.
So that's...
Okay, we're actually in it this time, and we're not getting hurt. Last time we weren't even fucking next to it.
Alright. I forgot where I was. Okay, yeah, so she combined forces, she took over all those ships. Rather than face capture from Qing Shi, the admiral of the Chinese Navy committed suicide.
Oh my God.
I don't know which direction this boat needs to go. Okay.
South.
Okay.
Very south.
Yeah, so he committed suicide. After not being able to defeat her for 2 years, the Chinese government decided to offer her a peace treaty. So she showed up at the house of the governor of her home city of Canton to negotiate the deal. The Red Flag Fleet would finally disband, and in return, she and all of her crew would be pardoned and allowed to retire unpunished, keeping all of the pirate loot they had acquired over the years.
God.
Cheng Shi, second in command, and new husband Cheng Po was ironically given a prestigious new position in the Navy, while Cheng Shi herself was given an aristocratic title of Lady of Imperial Decree. She retired from piracy.
That is some crazy shit.
She retired from piracy to run a successful gambling house until her death in 1844. She died at the age of 69.
That's some crazy
Dude, 80,000 pirates.
I can't, like, that is insane.
And literally the only reason she stopped piracy is because they offered her a deal. Yeah, like she just felt like it.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's in that tiny island?
Crazy. Oh, it's that itty bitty place.
Yeah, I just saw it.
That's insane. Like, she just took on like 3
Right, and won! And then stole 60
God.
of their ships. And they're like, oh fuck.
Dude, they could have took over the world if they would have just like brought her into their government.
No shit. I mean, they kind of did. I mean, they brought her husband into the government.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. If they got greedy with it, they could have took over the fucking world.
As long as they treated her with the respect she obviously demanded.
Yeah, well,
yeah, no shit. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on this side of the island because that's kind of. What do pirates say on their 80th birthday, Austin? No, David, I don't know. Let us know, please. David's telling a joke, so I'm waiting for the punchline.
Oh. Oh. Oh god. I don't know.
Wait, okay, what do they say on their 80th birthday? Like right here. Oh fuck. You bitch. God damn it! I just want to dig!
Found it.
Ah! I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. I have no food though.
There's another boat right here.
Hello. Oh. God damn it. What do pirates say on their 80th birthday, Austin? Aye, matey!